Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-August 2026, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. What do you got? What's going on here? This is going to be one of those readings, huh? The overall energy for the reading, the Five of Pentacles. Well, that indicates a split of some sort, but I'm seeing anything but that in the reading. The beginning part is a little tricky, but I'm seeing the opposite signs of that in the reading, so I can't tell what the hell is what here yet. Starting after reading, you get the Five of Swords crossed by the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're doing something deceptive. Maybe you're splitting something up here despite the energies I'm seeing here. I don't know. And I don't know if that's you. You know, it could be somebody you're dealing with here. But someone's coming in and saying, hey, everything's great here, so yeah, let's fuck it up. That's kind of how it looks. In your focus, the Emperor, yeah, your energy looks intact. It's like you're in your power, you're good, you know what you're doing. Who's fucking around here and why? Okay, in the recent past, the Ten of Pentacles, stability. Everything good there. In your strength, the Four of Swords. You're grounded, you're chilled, you're, as much as you're in this energy of the go-getter, the make it happen type of an energy, you're also very grounded and very open from your heart, so there's a very gentle side to you as well. In the immediate future, the Queen of Cups, lots of love. In the supportive energies, the King of Swords, you're coming in saying, yeah, I am clear. I know exactly what I want. So here, that's what I want. In the energy that surrounds you, wow. And you may not be aware of it, the King of Pentacles. Is it a little bit of, I don't know why it's going there. A little abuse of power. Like you've got the upper hand. Like, I'll show you who has the upper hand. Is it a little bit of that? A little bit of ego? A little bit of I'll show you type of a deal? Because when I look at the energies, I'm like, everything's fine here. In your hopes and fears, the Three of Cups, love. That's all you want. And then you're coming in with, okay. In the potential outcome, the Hangman. Well, that's a nice energy because it's just bringing you in the present moment. So maybe that'll kind of straighten things out. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. It's very opposing from the get-go, this reading. But okay, let's see. Let's give it a shot here. Let's clarify. For the Five of Pentacles, you get the Five of Pentacles, again, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck is going on yet. I just see a very strong energy of separation. Separating yourself from whoever is by your side here. I don't know if you know the reasons for that, but from what I see in the energies, it's because you need some time for yourself. Not the way the energy of disruption comes in here is permanent. It's like we're done. The way I'm seeing the energy is temporary, is you need a little time for yourself. You get to determine how little that is. Maybe it's a year. I don't know. That's okay. But it's still temporary. Let me do the Five of Swords. The World card, the Star, the Page of Cups. No, because you're coming in and saying, no, this is what I want. This is what I want. I want this split right here, this split between me and whoever's at the other end of this. But it's shown up so deceptive. And look, it may be the case. You may want to split. I don't know what you want because, I can only read the energies that are showing up here, so I can't tell exactly. But if you really want this, and if you're really set on this, why not give it another week to think about it? And if you come back with the same determination of this is what I want, okay. Because I kind of have a feeling that, I don't know, something happened and it kind of pushed on some sort of button for you and you're a little pissed off. And I get a feeling that that's what we're talking about here. So if that's the case and you're really clear about this, even though I see it being as deceptive, give it a week. Give it a week. What's a week? A few days there. Think about it. Don't even think about it. Do your thing. Do whatever it is you want. And then come back to this. And if you feel the same way that, I need this split to be here right now, okay. Okay. I'm just saying this because I see deceptive energies around your conclusion and your decision here. And if a decision is meant to stick with you and to be that, then it's going to be the same in a week. It's going to be the same in a month. No matter how much time you give it. But give it a little bit of time. Let's do the Ace of Swords. You get the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups. See, because it already comes in as you implement this split here between your energy and theirs. As you want to do it, it already comes in with the sense of regret, a sense of, which you may not feel. If anything, if you're feeling it, you're masking it pretty well. There. You're like, wee, we're doing this, yay. Like, okay, no. Not like that. I don't know. Why does it feel like a little bit of a jumpity energy of, yeah, I'm done here. For the Emperor, you get the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. Do not make any decisions at this moment in time. Now you're telling me, you're in your power. Your energy is right there. You're not connected to it, though. You're not connected to that energy that brings you in your power because you're up here. Do not make decisions from there, especially these types of decisions, these permanent decisions. Look, if you need some time, ask for some time. Hey, I need a little time for myself, and can I? Yeah, I'll come back. I just need this. For me. Ask for some time. I see a lot of confusion surrounding this partnership in terms of, as far as you're concerned, where is it moving forward? What's it moving forward to? Like, where is it going? I see a little bit of confusion there. Okay. It's okay if there's confusion. Do not make decisions out of confusion and set them out there as if you're clear-minded and you know what you're doing here. Give yourself some time. Let's do the Ten of Pentacles in the recent past. You get the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Strength card. Things were running pretty smooth here from what I can see. And I think I'm seeing your energy kind of hanging on to that concept in the sense of, this is great. I hope things move this way all the time. And I'm assuming something may have changed in the smoothness of things there or something. Because otherwise I don't see any reason for this. I just see things running smooth. And then I see you being like, oh, yeah, they got to move this way all the time, at all times. That's how things have to move. So if, God forbid, there's an energy that interfered and started making things move a little bit different, maybe that's why we're here. Let me do the Four of Swords in your Strength. The Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords. You can't give me that. You can't give me, oh, that's how I deal with things. I just shut it down. Yeah, if something happens, it's not good for me. I shut it down. Yeah, that's how I usually deal with things. Well, and is that always making you feel great? And is that always a good result for the things you're dealing with? You are showing me that you're looking into that behavior or that at this point, I think it's just a habit on your end, if you're telling me that's how I usually do things. You can't just shut down something, so it carries a lot of ramifications here. There's a lot to this. It's not just, hey, I'm walking out the door, you're never going to see me again, and that's that. There's nothing to talk about, nothing to, goodbye. I mean, sure, you can do that. Do you think that's fair to you, even? Let alone to the situation or whoever it is that you're leaving behind. So, yeah, you can apply that method if that works for you, but does that really work for you? You know, that's the question. And given that you have the Four of Swords in there, you're giving me a sense that while you say that's how I always do things, you're also looking into it. Kind of like, is that okay though? You know? So those are questions that maybe you want to ask yourself about the situation. I just see rash cutting of something that at its core looks fairly good. So it's like, what could have happened that caused this so big and so, or is it that easy of, that's just how I always do things, something happened, it bothered me, so I shut it down. Okay. For the Queen of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Five of Cups, the Chariot, the Emperor. Okay, I'm not sure if you're going to go through with this. From all the signs and indications of it, I think you will. Even if I tell you take a few days or a week away from this, I think you still will. You might not. Things may change. You can always, you always have that power to change all these energies that are shown up here. Nothing is set in stone. But I see you showing up or trying to show up as honest as possible with yourself. About yourself, about especially this situation. And I do see your heart opening up in that honesty. It might bring some stuff up for you, you know. I don't know. That could be a regret. That could be nostalgia. That could be you even pissed off at yourself. I don't know. A bunch of stuff I see coming in for you. But I also see you being able to handle it, you know. Kind of like the aftermath is coming for you there. You're willing to work through that, though, from what I can see here. For the King of Swords and the supportive energies, you get the Justice card, the Ten of Wands, the Empress. And you're also telling me this is hard. Don't think this is easy for me to cut this off. This is one of the most difficult things I ever had to do. But I will. Okay. Okay. I'm just, you know, again, I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm not seeing it in the reading, and it is what it is. Sometimes I don't see what happened in the reading. And you may have your own reasons to, you know. But based off of the energies that are surrounding you while you go through with this decision, no matter what happened, it's like double check your energy before you make that kind of decision, you know? So no matter what's at play here. For the King of Pentacles in the hidden energies, you get the Tower, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, you have the confidence that, look, even if I fuck it up, let's say I do fuck it up with whatever I do here. But I'm so certain that I want to do this that I will end up doing it. And even if I fuck it up, I'll lift it back up. No matter how long it's going to take me, I'll manage to bring it back up. You know, I'll find something. Okay. Why give yourself that work, though? I don't know. For the Three of Cups in your hopes and fears, you get the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there is a little bit of a energy here of maybe disagreement, maybe not seeing eye to eye over something, or it got to the point of generally we don't see eye to eye anymore. I don't know. So something is looking a little off there. And based off of that, I see, you know how those things go, and I'm not saying this applies because it might not. But you know how everything is perfect, everything is fine. For years, everything is fine in a particular dynamic. And then there's one little fight. There's one little, tiny tiny. Like not even tones have been raised, just a little tiny bit. And one of the energy is like, that's it? I'm done? What the fuck is this? I'm not putting up with it? I'm out of here. Goodbye. What about the years that led up to this in which everything was beautiful? I don't give a shit. Goodbye. Kind of looks a little bit like that. I'm not saying this is what this was, even though it could be. You would know because it's your experience. But it kind of looks a little bit similar to that. Let me do the Hangman in the potential outcome. The Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands. I mean, ultimately, I do see you standing still, completely stopping in your tracks and just letting it all come in. Everything from this experience. So there's no more ego, there's no more upsetness, there's no more, oh, let's argue after 10 years of bliss. None of that. Because it's all together now. There's no more that you're holding. You're just you, present, and you're letting all of the waves of this experience hit you. And it will. And you know it will. But you're like, bring it. You know, I'm ready now. There is a little bit of, at some point, a little bit of, ooh, that's too much. Ooh, I don't want to deal with this. But ultimately, I see you just standing still and taking it all in. And from there, I know what you're doing with what. I'm assuming by then, the situation is kind of closed off. But maybe you're not gonna, maybe you are gonna take some time away from it. And that's when it's gonna hit you. I don't know. But I'm glad you're letting it all come in, because that's your healing out of everything that happened here. Whether you close this off or not, you know, it is what it is. My issue here would be ultimately with, hey, okay, this experience happened. Are you getting something out of it? And that's the point in which you are, because you're allowing yourself to. So that's good. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Star, the Nine of Wands, the Justice card. There's no talking to you. It's like, I don't want to hear it. If I say some things throughout this reading in which you, in your mind, you're kind of immediately responding to, she's right, or something like that. On the outside, you might start arguing with me. Like, what do you know? Leave me alone. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any of that. So, and there's no talking to you here. Even though, to some extent, at some level, I feel like I'm reaching you, because you know that some of the things I mentioned about this, you know, especially when seeing how the energies are playing out, you know that's the case. You know I'm right. And you just hate that I'm right because you know I'm right, and then that would make you go against yourself and argue with yourself. But it's better to argue with the screen in which my face is popping on. But anyways, so yeah, there's no talking to you. Well, you know I'm right, you keep on arguing with me. Like, don't tell me that, leave me alone. Okay, well, you'll see. You when you get to that energy of the Hangman, it's going to be a little better. That's when I can talk to you too. But let's do the Enchanted Map Oracle for you. Wizard of Awareness, number 3. Okay. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Oh, they're getting there. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be. And watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Yeah, and that's exactly what you're doing at the end there in that hangman position where you are becoming the observer rather than the participant. It's going to be okay. It's a little twisted here all over, but it's going to be okay. At the end of it, it's just an experience that I'm sure you're going to have a lot to learn from, whichever way it goes. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.